Hello, this is Arvind from SEO Wolf. Today we'll be talking about texting. A lot of people get confused in texting and they become keyboard warriors and they keep texting. And maybe it's even if it's your personal life or professional life. If you text too much, there are pros and cons to it. So basically, I'll just talk about what is the purpose of texting. And purpose of texting is to arrange for logistics. That's all. It is not to build your sale. It is not to convince anyone of anything, and it is not to be funny and attractive or send memes. You can send memes if you like it, but it is not the purpose of texting. The purpose of texting is to build for logistics so that you can meet in person or maybe have a uh, maybe to for a telephone call. You can maybe go for a telephone call if it's a business texting you're doing. So that could be something that should be your end goal. So you should have an end goal in mind while you start texting. Otherwise you'll just keep texting and become the texting buddy, and someone else will take the sale or someone else will take your girl out on a date. So for texting here, once you start here, all the so when I'll just tell you example of how when people used to cold call. So a lot of people think that when someone is cold calling, they directly get the sale once they're doing. But a lot of time, and most of the times when people are cold calling, they're not directly making sales like you see on those Wolf of Wall Street movies that are directly just calling and just making the sale. A lot of times what people just do is while they're cold calling, they're setting up appointments, and maybe they're getting some information and then they're sending those information, or mostly they're just setting up appointments to meet them further so that they can close the sale. So this is a two step process that goes on. So we it looks very good in a fancy film that you just cold call a person, and on those call only they are just selling it. But that happens is very rare, and you need a high level of skill if you're doing that. But if you want to make it simple, so the first thing you can do in so I'll give you how it applies to texting. So if you start texting someone, maybe it's on a platform like Instagram or Facebook or those any, maybe your email, those kind of platforms. When you start texting, first goal you should have, usually today what happens is people use their WhatsApp or those kind of apps more for their texting. So first goal you have to do is from Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever, you first get their WhatsApp, and from their WhatsApp you arrange for a meeting. And you in this you can uh, qualify the person once you have their WhatsApp and those kind of details. But the first thing that you have to keep in mind is you will not be doing the sale, you'll not be selling your products, services, or whatever it is right there on the texting. You will be selling this while on a phone call or meeting them in person. So those kind of things happen better on a phone call or in person only. And the person would be able to write you a check or give you money only while they're in person. They might not be able to hand over the check while they're texting or on the call, and it's rare. They can probably do it on a phone, but the chances of closing the sale will be better while you're in person. So focus on that. Don't go in a selling mode while you're texting the person. And you can qualify some, but most of the times just focus on getting on the calls so that you're in a better position to do that. So it can be confusing. There are a lot of those stickers and photos and all kind of things people are doing, but don't let this get you distracted, and focus on this kind of things. Focus on have this in mind. Texting is just for logistics, and all that other things that you see are just bells and whistles. Okay, thank you for listening to SEO Wolf. This is Harun signing out.